Because no, Corona does not mean you need to stop your flirt game. As we're full speed ahead in fall semester, although student organizations are now thinking of creative ideas on how to engage the student population, whether that be through social distancing or virtual ideas. Well, here's 13 ideas on how your organization can reach out and engage your student population. Everyone loves taking over the Bluetooth DJ opportunity at parties, playing that one song that you know is going to get the crowd going. Well, you can do this virtually. I'll put the link in the description, but Spotify has an option that's called collaborative playlist. Basically, your organization can come together, everyone put their one song together and make a playlist out of that. Even maybe your entire dorm or the floor of your dorm can come up with a collaborative playlist, or the softball team, whatnot, could have your hour playlist. If your collaborative playlist does not include the baby, I don't want it. Organize your own virtual speed dating. All you have to do is use Zoom in the breakout room function, and you can even set a timer how long each individual gets with a potential partner of theirs, right? Switch out the rooms constantly. You can even set up a free Google form to fill out who you would love to talk to after the event is over. Because no, Corona does not mean you need to stop your flirt game. How about you lead synchronous-led events? I've done one of the escape rooms through Zoom once, which was really cool, very easy to put together for your organization. How about like a painting class where a lead and facilitator leads you into painting? Don't have a lot of paint in every single dorm room? Use an iPad. How about virtual plays? A lot of universities and colleges have theater departments that can put on theatrical events through Zoom. Look at things like SNL. They're putting together really cool content all from their living rooms. Something might be interesting about involving that chat box includes something like a murder mystery where you engage the people watching on Zoom. Utilize your dorm room door. Now, decorating your dorm door is not a new thing by any means, but really lean into it this year. Maybe you have different events each week or each month to engage people. Put your face on that door. If you're walking around a mask all day, you want people to see your face. We even put on a QR code, which is free, on your door, and your organization can put together an anonymous winking system where you can scan someone's QR code to engage with them, give them a wink, give them a compliment anonymous. But maybe you don't know how to make this anonymous winking software. You're not a program developer, an app developer. Just use Padlet. I'll put the link in the description, but basically Padlet is a big whiteboard that lets you post anything whatsoever that you want. It's all anonymous. Obviously, keep it PC, but it's something your organization can keep track of. Obviously, you can delete anything that you want. Start your own MTV Cribs hashtag. Now, we're all still decorating those dorm rooms, perhaps having less people into those dorm rooms, but you want to show those off. Have a friend of yours help videotape you giving your MTV Cribs style tour of your dorm room, and then upload that to a hashtag that your organization puts together. Put that on Instagram, Twitter, and now your organization can put some sort of compilation video of all these different dorm rooms. How about your organization leading an alumni networking event? Now, the great thing about doing that via Zoom, you don't have to just use the alumni in your city specifically. You can go to LA, New York, Toronto, Sydney, Australia, alumni throughout the world to engage in this Zoom session. Really opens up your fishbowl of opportunities. Are you thinking you can't hold those big award shows or big events that you were holding before because it has to be Zoom? No. There are really cool opportunities and free software like OBS that really takes your Zoom presence to another level. Fly-ins and animations, making you a professional MC for those big time award shows. Now, OBS is not something you pick up easily, but if you dedicate a few weeks to it, you would be the go-to person to MC any event on campus. I'll put a link to a video of how I use OBS in the classroom. You can kind of see some of the cool animations that go into OBS. One of my personal favorites, holding e-gaming night. Even last semester when we transitioned to virtual, my team of 9 students took on Ryan McDonald, director of Res Life, and 9 students that we battle on Call of Duty. It's a great way to chat via Xbox or PlayStation or whatnot and give a competitive spirit to it. Your organization can put this together, get all of the handles, invite people into that room for this competition. But let's say you want to push the envelope a little bit. You want to engage individuals and have a hot topic debate style moderated event. So you'll have a moderator and you'll throw out big topic issues that are current right now. It's a great way to think outside of the box, think of what's going on in the world, hot topic buttons right now. Obviously, your organization can moderate this. Not sure what topics to talk about? Again, Link in the description gives a lot of opportunities. How about your organization puts on an Adulting 101 session? I do this once a year for my seniors. I also do this as a keynote when I travel. Adulting 101 is always a hit with college students specifically. Everything from taxes to investing to buying houses and cars, all that adulting stuff that you a lot of times don't learn in a typical classroom. Now, maybe you don't know all of those things that go into Adulting 101. I'll put a link to a laundry list of topics that you could engage with in your Adulting 101. But maybe your organization wants to lean into volunteering. Just because we're virtual does not mean you have to stop volunteering. There's a lot of really cool websites to help with this. All the way from if you're multilingual, you can help out that way. If you can help someone else read that's sight impaired, there's a lot of websites to help with this. I'll include a laundry list of these links in the description, but one of my favorites is Catch a Fire. You can use your skills depending on what your major is. If it's social media or graphic design, you can use those skills to help build content for nonprofit organizations looking for volunteers. And finally, one of the most important things is communication. Now that we are virtual or social distancing, communication can crumble within the organization, within your role in the community, your entire university. So how can you keep up communication? Create a podcast, literally free to create a podcast, or create a weekly YouTube series that you create something every single week that comes out from your organization. And all of the other organizations at your school are going to really drop the ball because they're not willing to pivot because of social distancing and virtual. Well, they're going to lose a lot of traction. Students still want that engagement. If you're willing to pivot very quickly, do the virtual, do the podcast, the weekly video to explain what's going on this week, what events you're putting on. So there you go. There are 13 ideas of how your organization can engage with your entire university or college this semester while virtual or social distancing. Do you want help with your event, or do you have a really creative idea that you want to brainstorm on how to engage people virtually? Click the link below onto my website and reach out there. We'll see you next week.